Yo, what's going on, guys? My name is Assam from dopelifecoaching.com, and today I'm going to be talking about just getting hung up on just one girl. Now, I had this client of mine, and he was starting on a dating app, started playing the field, meeting other women, matching with other women. But just like a lot of guys do, he got hung up on this one woman, and he just kind of fumbled the football. He got too attached and he got too interested, showed too much weakness, and then he kind of blew it at this point. But it might be salvageable, okay? It might be salvageable. So let's just go into the details. So yeah, he started off on this dating app. I think it was Hinge, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know. And then he matched with a lot of women, but the one that he met, he just immediately, like, she just knocked his socks off. He was just like, he saw himself with her. He was like, oh my God, he was pretty much infatuated by her. And the date went really well, and what he said, based on what he said, and then she felt the same. She got home and she texted him. She said, the date was really good, thank you so much for everything. And then, of course, he saw that as an indicator of interest, and then he tried to call her again that night, and then the next day, texting, and then calling, and then he did that for a couple of days. They tried to set up a meeting for Thursday, the following Thursday, but then the day of, she just canceled because something, popped up. Of course, something fucking popped up, like, come on. And so that was her excuse, right? Something popped up. Oh my God. Something just had to happen. So fucking frustrating, right? So yeah, so he got that from her. And then, he tried to get a hold of her even more because she canceled that date, and he was like, oh my God. So he proceeded to keep calling and texting despite the fact that the first date went well. And she said she was really attracted to him. And then next thing you know, she just grew more distant. And then at this point, which was yesterday, she hadn't responded to his last text. And then he's just curious why, like, what the fuck happened? Like, she was so interested in him. She was saying this, she was saying, I'm so interested in you, but then here you are, not even replying. Like, what the fuck? How busy can you fucking be, right? Like, come on, you're not a fucking celebrity. Even if you are, you probably still make time for the people you're interested in. So that's what happened. It's frustrating to him, and I get it, because I myself have been in this situation before, years ago, and a lot of other guys deal with this. This is a super common problem. It's frustrating as shit, but the good news is there is a solution, and most time it works, so bear with me. Alright, so yeah, so when she said that something came up, first off, he gave the wrong response. He just said, oh, no problem, we should reschedule sometime. Instead of setting a definite plan, like, for example, next Wednesday at this time, or what days are you free so we can schedule. But no, he just left it up in the air, like, oh yeah, we should reschedule sometime. And then obviously the man is the one who's supposed to be responsible for making the plans, not the woman. And so that didn't end up well, and he was very fearful of losing her, and according to his own words to me, kept calling, kept texting her, and he didn't fucking get shit. Of course he didn't get shit. Because he kept acting like this. He kept acting weak. She could smell from fucking miles away. Like, come on. It's not rocket science. But, he's panicking right now, but the good news is, there's a solution. So let's go to the actual problem, right? The actual problem. The problem is, he showed her that he's not patient for shit, and that if she were to cancel on him, he would just accept it and then not put her in her place to the point where that's not cool and that's not going to happen again. And he just showed too much interest too soon. There's no mystery. There's nothing to figure out. There's nothing to think about. He's just fucking smothering her all the time. So I was like, what do you expect, bro? It's like, come on, you're fucking being smothered. And then, like, look what it's causing. So he's not patient. He was acting very needy. He wasn't acting like he was busy in his life. In the other woman's eyes, it kind of seemed as though she was the only thing in his life, which is always, always, always a fucking shitty way to go about it. You always want to show the women that you have other shit going on in your life. You're busy. She's not the only thing in your life. Even if she's your girlfriend, your wife, or whatever the fuck it is. You have other shit to take care of. You're going to the gym, you're going to your work, you're doing whatever it is. You're doing activities that you enjoy, even if they're weird. But you're busy about yourself, and not just you're hung up on this one woman after one fucking date. Like, come on, bro. Come on, this is how she feels, right? And then it just shows as though he's not confident in himself. It just shows the woman that he just doesn't believe in himself. because he's too needy and he's trying to chase this idea of love and relationship, and he's only been out with her once. He doesn't even know her well enough yet. He only knows very minor things about her. He's not even close to being at that point, but he wants to, fucking cross the bridge too quickly and then get there. And it just doesn't work, right? It just doesn't work out. That's not a healthy way to go about it, because you just come off unglued. And then the way she sees it is, she's dealt with a stalker in the past, or a boyfriend who was too jealous in the past, or too controlling in the past, and then she immediately, subconsciously, even if she doesn't know this, she categorizes you with those guys. Because in her head, you're acting exactly like them. So therefore, in her head, you are needy, you are controlling, you are insecure, you're not confident within yourself. And all these things are red flags to her. They're not good things, they're red flags. They go off like beep, 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 beep. Every time you do a needy thing, beep, 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 the alarm is just beeping, and then it just makes you look unattractive as shit, man. So just don't do this again. Be patient, take your time. It's not about playing a game, but just take your time. That first date went good. Go about your life, wait a couple days, a day, 2, 3 days, and then message her, and then contact her, and then rekindle, and then talk briefly, and then set up a date in person, and then have more good time in person. Do something different. Reconnect again in person. Talk about what happened during the week. You're talking to her on the phone and texting her all the time. You already know what's going on during the week, and you only met her once. So she kind of feels smothered. It's too much too soon. Not a good way to go about it, bro. Alright, so that's the problem. Now that we know what the problem is, let's obviously go to the solution. Solution is really simple. You do absolutely nothing. Nothing. Not a single fucking thing. You just back off. Back the fuck off from her, and she will come to you most likely. Most likely she's going to come to you. Most likely there's at least a little bit of interest there. And that interest over the days, over the next couple days or maybe even weeks, will cause her to think, I haven't heard from this guy. What the fuck happened? And then she'll reach out. But just back the fuck off and go about your business. And I'd highly recommend you date other women, because you don't want to remember her at this time, right now. All that matters is right now. Not yesterday, not tomorrow, not 2 weeks from today, not 2 weeks in the past. Just matters right now. So, be patient and don't do jack shit, right? And even if she doesn't come back, fuck them. And go out and date other women. And also, do not make this mistake. Don't go out dating new women, comparing them to her. And then when you're really connecting with them, you're like, oh my God, this is the one. This is exactly the one I've been waiting for. Oh my God, this is meant to be. No, man, this takes time. It's great if you feel those feelings, but just keep them to yourself. Back off. Don't just do it purposely, but let things happen as they seem. Think about your best friend. Your best friend. If you have a best friend right now, you didn't just spend some time with them and then think, you want to be best friends? You want to be my best friend? No, that's just creepy, right? It just happens. It's so creepy. It just happens by itself, right? It happens naturally. You meet someone, a friend, and then the days, the months go by, you guys really connect, and then eventually you just become best friends. You don't calculate it. You're not fearful of losing them. Be the same way with women, because women are people at the end of the day. Your best friend's a person, women are people. That's it, bro. That's really all there is to it. And also, be highly selective. Wait until you meet someone who's spiritually, emotionally, mentally, and physically what you want. They're on your level. They're the standards that you're setting for yourself. And then once you meet that woman, then you take it slow. It's not that you be a robot. You just, give it time and then wait, see what happens from it. She might be a fucking lunatic, but also she might be great. Just because you have bad past experiences doesn't mean it's always going to be this way. So just give it time and see how things go. See where it takes you. Have fun with it, man. Have fun with it. See multiple people. They're different. Even if you make just friends out of them. It's fun. People have different stories. There's new people. There's new stories to life. There's new experiences that you can experience from them. You could even meet new friends from them, even if it doesn't work out between you guys. There's always a positive. Train your mind to see the positive in every situation. Be proactive, not reactive. Just like Stephen Covey, the author of The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, says. It's always best to be that way, bro. And then also you have to take your time. And last thing is exercise self-control, self-discipline. Whether it's through meditation or just training yourself not to go after your urges, not to just, eat that Snickers bar no matter how much you want it. Just exercise a little bit self-discipline every day. Just a little bit. Maybe if you're in the car and you really want to pee, wait for 5 minutes. Don't do it right now. Exercise self-discipline, and then slowly but surely over time your brain's going to register that as something that's that you can do, that you are a self-disciplined person, that's going to get you to the point where you're like this with women and with other people. This is exactly where you want to be, man. You don't want to be fucking needy. It's a turn off to people, even to friends. I guarantee you, if you met some guy this one time and then you thought he was cool, and then next thing you know, he's blowing up your phone every single day. Oh my God, when are you gonna hang? When are we gonna hang? Oh my God. You just feel weird, right? You feel weirded out. That happened to me this one time. There was this dude in the gym way back in my college days. First time I met him, like, I thought he was cool. He was listening to the same music I listened to. But the next thing you know, like, he got my number and he kept texting. Oh my God, are you free this time? I'm listening to this. The class is boring. And he just kept texting. And I just felt kind of weirded out. I'm like, holy shit, this guy's just, he's a bit too needy. It's a bit of a turnoff. Like, what else does he have going on? So just don't be needy. Just focus on your own things, and then just people will come to you when you're showing the universe and showing people that you're doing interesting stuff. They're wanting to take part in what you're doing, man. Just don't be needy. It's a turnoff. It's not good. And also at the same time, meet these other women, and not just meet them, but wait. Just wait until they show you over time that they're the person that you think they are. Over the course of the weeks and the months, let them show you that. And then after that, you get to choose. Especially if there's more than one woman, you get to choose who's best for you, because that's your right, man. You want the best girl for you. You want a girl who's just, you're completely crazy over, and she feels it's completely crazy over you. And a woman whose actions are congruent with her words. You always got to look at what they do, not what they say. And so just, give that time and work on yourself, and they're going to come to you, bro. Just, give it time and relax. All right, man? So that pretty much wraps up the video. And the best way to get my personal help is to just go to my website, www.dopelifecoaching.com. We still have free consultations for first timers. Take advantage. Offers ending soon. And yeah, man. Also, my 1 hour coaching sessions, those are the ones that got the best clients with the best results and for the most sustainable amount of time. So I highly recommend you do the same thing for yourself. And we shall work together soon. Take care.